stir it, crumble, no, toss it, make you stir it. Everybody listen up, it's Knorr. There's a great news from Knorr. It's rich in flavor, good for you and me. It's rich in flavor, very good for you and me. Little girls can get some more. Iron, all my ladies.
Hello everyone, this is Knorr Taste Quest. My name is Ari Tokwo and I am your host. Now last week we had our first group challenge and it was very interesting. Bolagbo's group thrilled the judges. They had a delicious and well thought out menu. For Shasti's group, it wasn't so great. The judges weren't impressed because they hadn't innovated enough. What will this week have for those team members? We'll wait and see. Because you see, this week is very different. The contestants get to go to ShopRite with the budget so that they can choose their own ingredients and prepare a menu of their own choosing. Will this give some people the opportunity to shine, or is this a situation where too much opportunity leads to confusion? This is guaranteed to be, in fact, a record breaker of an episode.
Yeah.
We're here at ShopRite where the contestants will have to carry out a number of tasks. Now with the wide array of products here, will they listen properly to the instructions and carry them out? Will variety provide clarity? Let's watch and see.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ShopRite, where you will have your ShopRite challenge. When you get back to the kitchen, you'll be cooking 2 items. Can be a main, a dessert, a starter, a main, a starter, a dessert. 2 items, so shop wisely. In the kitchen today, the deep freezer is out of bounds. Don't buy Knorr. We have an ample supply of Knorr in the pantry. You have some must-buy items. You must buy leeks. You must buy pomegranate. You must buy the prime steak range from ShopRite, any cut you want to buy. And you must buy lemongrass. You will also buy any green iron-rich ingredient. We have gone over these ingredients over and over and over as we try to fight anemia in Nigeria. So remember those green items. You must buy one of those. Run into ShopRite and be back here in 15 minutes. Your budget is 20,000 Naira. If you exceed that budget, it will be held against you. You cannot put items back when you start to check out. Any questions? Are you sure? Anything for them, sir? No. I don't have a table to bang on. You have 20 minutes and your time starts now.
My ShopRite experience in a few words. Well, I had so much to buy, I had so much on my mind, but at the set of go, everything just vanished. Swap. So I just had to pick out a few things that I could remember that were compulsory. Then the compulsory stuff that I was supposed to get, I couldn't get a few. It was like they were not there, like they were out of them. I just don't understand. I couldn't get a few things, but I got some items that I know that are missing from the pantry that I know can spice up my food. I have a few of those.
It was challenging in the sense that you think you have an idea of what you want to do and what you want to buy and know where to go. But when you get in it, like this big store, everything is on the opposite and you have to run around. So it was challenging, it was different.
was exhausting. Like I was out of breath and I kept going. But then it was fun. It was a whole lot of fun for me.
A few words are not enough. It was intense, electrifying. You know, I've never ran that fast in my life.
Contestants! You have 30 seconds left. Contestants, you have 30 seconds left.
I bought a lot of things. Virtually everything I bought were the things I needed.
Contestants! Contestants! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up!
I've been looking at you from across the way, and I think about you almost every day. Now I think that I must have a crush on you. I hope that you feel it too. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be paradise is waiting for, so take my hand. You and me in La La Land.
It's the natural ingredients and rich flavor of Knorr that brings people together.
So, how was it?
They loved it, Mom. Like, loved it. Chevrolet, find new roads.
This is a supermarket, but different because it's a ShopRite, which means it's also a butchery with world-class meat cuts, a bakery with your freshly baked favorites, and it has a fruit and veg section with the freshest local produce. But the real difference between a regular supermarket and Africa's biggest supermarket is what we do behind the scenes, like using our massive bulk buying power to negotiate bigger discounts from grocery suppliers and partnering with the best local farmers, all to give you everything you need at the lowest prices under one roof. ShopRite, lower prices you can trust, always.
Good pottery requires even and steady control of heat. Can the Neo Chef's subtle yet effective smart inverter function successfully bake a piece of pottery? It's amazing. A perfect dish made possible by the Neo Chef's smart inverter function. Neo Chef.
Ladies and gentlemen, some of you came back early and spent no money. Some of you guys came back late and spent just on the mark. So we will give you a second chance for a round two. What's going to happen now is in your basket you have chicken powder Knorr, Knorr beef, and Knorr chicken. You will go into the store and sell them to whoever you can sell them to. Let them know you're trying to get money for charity and trying to win 5 million naira, a brand new car, and all those good things from LG. When you have sold what's in your basket, look for the shelf that has Knorr, get some more, and sell some more. We'll give you a certain amount of time to do this. You will come back here, and then you will go and shop with that money that you have made. Any questions? You have 10 minutes and your time starts now.
Knorr cubes to people. I think that was like the high point because I wasn't even expecting that. That was like a bomb shocker for me.
I saw how difficult it is because a lot of people cannot just meet them spontaneously and start trying to convince them to get something. It was kind of challenging. That was, wow, that was a shock to me, and it was very challenging.
Thank you so much for that session.
The clear winner, highest seller by a mile, is Daphne. Daphne with a total sales of 4,700.
The high point of the challenge for me was winning. You know, I had the most cash. I sold more cubes than anybody, so I felt really like one special marketer.
For Knorr, she went back to the shelf maybe 3 times. So now Doc is going to instruct you guys on how you proceed with the next stage of the task.
Put all your things down, all your baskets and stuff, put them out of your way. Whatever cash you have in hand, you are going to now go and buy your must ingredient for this round, which is a cooked ingredient from the cooked food section in ShopRite that you will take back to the kitchen and transform. You have 5 minutes for this task. Your time starts now.
High point of the ShopRite challenge when one of the team members was graceful enough to loan me money to buy a compulsory item. And that was really good.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. You all have your cooked ingredient? All right, we shall return back to the studio, to the kitchen, where we will continue the battle.
Yeah. Toss it, stir it, crumble, no. Toss it, make you stir it.
Hello, judges.
Hey, hello,
how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Yes. Dr. Roberts, how are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you.
You know, your voice over the speakers at ShopRite is something that will stay with a lot of us for a long time.
Are
that
you serious?
Countdown was, even I got nervous at some point. How was that? So can you tell us a little bit about today's task?
Today, they are cooking for charity.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of this task will get 200,000+ from ShopRite to buy cooking ingredients, utensils, whatever the case might be. Also items from LG.
Nice.
To be given to their nominated charities. That's a big deal.
Yes,
so this is our cooking for charity.
Yeah. So
and of course,
this is also giving back. I mean, that's a feel-good thing.
And of course, the loser, as we all know, may be going home.
Now, Chef Rex, this kind of challenge looks easy. Is there anything our contestants should be careful about? Do you have any advice for them?
I mean, I think the contestants, you've been given a chance to cook really from your heart today. And it was a little disappointing that some people didn't really go out on a limb. I think you guys were calculating a little too much. What spanner is going to be thrown in the kitchen. But I just expect that you guys cook from the heart today, because this time the only thing we dictated was some must-buy ingredients, but you still had a lot of say in what you had to buy. So I think for the first time, we want to see who you are when it comes to your food, and who's worthy of the car, of the 5 million, and who really, really, really wants to give back today, because today is ultimately about winning for people that don't have the same opportunity as you today.
So let's hope that adds a different kind of motivation.
It should add more motivation as well.
Okay. So are you guys now gingered? Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you pumped?
Yes.
All right then. I don't have, I've tried, all right? All right then, let me get out of the way.
Thank you.
In its severe forms, iron deficiency can present itself as fatigue, weakness, dizziness, or drowsiness. It's often overlooked. 49% of women in Nigeria, also children and young girls of childbearing age, have some form of iron deficiency. Join the Green Food Steps initiative to fight anemia at home in 3 easy steps. Add leafy vegetables to your food at least twice a week, stir them in, and add fortified Knorr at the end. And you will help us in this fight against anemia. We've talked about who are the people that are most at risk for iron deficiency and anemia in Nigeria: children, pregnant women, women of childbearing age, adolescents. And we then asked you all to pick a green item that's rich in iron. Always try and purchase things that are high in iron content, and encourage those around you to cook with things that are high in iron. Today's task is very simple. You will cook 2 meals: a starter, a main, or a main and a dessert, or a starter and a dessert. We'll give you ample time today because you're cooking for charity, you're cooking from your heart. We'll give you 1 hour. That's the longest time you have had so far for such a small task. So use your time wisely. There's always a spanner. You must infuse Lipton tea in whatever you cook. And you must be able to explain to us how you have infused it and how it tastes. You must, in some way or form, use your must-use ingredients. A minimum of 2 in each thing that you're cooking, but they must all be used in totality. So you have 1 hour, you know your stations. The freezer is out of bounds today. Your time starts now.
At some point, I overshoot my budget. I had to take out some things. And then I got back to the pantry or back to the kitchen. I discovered that some of the things that were very important that could have made my meal, I could do something else, something special or something more. But everything I'm going to do is going to be special, but something else that I could have done. One of the key ingredients were missing, so I just have to improvise with what I have.
iron-rich ingredient, lemongrass, your cooked ingredient from ShopRite, your steak, and all the other goodies that you have. You've spent half your time, you have 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left.
I really wish and I plan to win this so that I can, you know, it's one thing to give out to people, to the less privileged and people who do not have what you have. Fine, we all say we don't have stocks, but then there are people who don't have what you already have. So for me, this is like, you know, it's a great thing and I'm glad that I'm part of it.
All your ingredients are in place. You're using everything you're supposed to use?
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Wish you the best.
Thank you. My plans to win for charity, it's just, I intend to make simple, nice, basic dishes with a twist. So in the same vein, I'm showing people how you can be creative without breaking the bank. So hopefully I'm able to implement it well.
There's so much going on here. I really want to know how this is coming together. What's this dish going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be a jambalaya.
A jambalaya?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is shrimps,
okay.
a lot of sausage,
okay.
chicken,
okay.
and I think shrimps is the main reason why it's called a jambalaya.
Okay. All
yeah.
right.
So, but
okay. And all your ingredients are in play. Your pomegranates, everything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You feel like you're good for time?
Yeah, kind of good.
Okay.
I should be good.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
Thank you.
Wish you the best.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank
Next
you.
time I'll come with my spoon so I can taste. Okay. Shasi. How's it going?
Going good.
Are you marinating your shrimp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Winning for charity will be such a noble thing to do. Like, there are so many people out there that need so much that they can't get right now. So if I could be the one to provide these things for those certain people that can't provide them for themselves, that would mean so much, so much to me.
What are you making?
For my starters, I'm making canapes. Canapes are basically finger food, something you can just, you know, bite
pick up
at once.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm using potatoes as my base.
Ah, nice. Okay.
And then I have chicken. I'm trying to make the chicken crunchy.
Okay.
So that, and then I've made some cream here, which I'm going to put. It's like a paste. Yeah.
Okay. So just to kind of like tie everything together.
Yes, together. Okay. So and then I've got my iron-rich vegetable.
Yeah.
My lettuce. I'm just going to sprinkle them on top, just to have a feel.
Okay.
Of it. So.
Just, you know, as like a garnish.
Yes, like a garnish.
All right. Okay. Have you used all your ingredients? Yes, your pomegranate.
I've not used that yet. I'm going to use it on my main.
But you kind of know where everything should go.
Yes, I know where everything should go.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay then. Wish you the best.
Thank you.
Fola Shade. You know what? I think you probably ended up with like the most ingredients. And I'm actually wondering, okay, I hope that doesn't confuse you.
No.
You're like
I'm
you're
not
in a good
confused.
place.
No.
How's it going?
Fine, ma.
You have a batter here.
Yeah.
What are you battering?
It's cake. I'm making a cake.
Oh.
A chiffon cake, a lemon chiffon cake.
Okay.
With some whipped cream and pomegranate glaze.
Okay. And the cake is already in the oven?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. And then, what else are you making?
What am I making? I'm making a spaghetti, Knorr chicken spaghetti.
Okay.
Knorr chicken spaghetti.
Okay. So because you're saying that it's a Knorr chicken spaghetti, so we're expecting lots of rich chicken flavor.
Yes, you are.
I see.
I'm going to give it my best this round so that I can win that prize for the charity of my choice.
What's this for, your name?
Yeah, this is my sauce.
Okay, it's like a pomegranate.
Yeah, pomegranate sauce.
Alright, okay. Looking forward to seeing how that turns out.
I
wish you the best.
comes out well.
Oh, it will, don't worry. Tell me about that. What did you put in that? It looks very interesting.
In that?
Yeah.
So I marinated my steak in the that's in the Lipton brew and pomegranate. So it's the juice from the pomegranate that causes.
Okay, alright. And what's this? This is so interesting.
So this is jollof rice and chicken balls.
Interesting. You literally, that's why you got the rice.
Yes.
I see. So you managed to take a few shortcuts.
Yes, please.
What role is the pineapple playing?
So the pineapple, I'm using it for my pasta sauce. I'm making a red wine reduction sauce.
Okay, alright. Okay. So you have this. You have the meat. You also have these little strips. What are they for?
So that's the meat for my pasta sauce. So that first one is for my starter.
I see. All right. Okay. Well, it's looking very interesting.
Thank you very much.
Are you getting ready to plate already?
Yes, please.
Everything is looking really, really exciting. People are doing lots of very interesting things. I'm seeing some very unusual ingredients as well. I'm also seeing savory things in like desserts and sweet things in mains. It's going to be a very interesting experience for the judges. The judges keep saying, push yourselves, push yourselves. I hope this time that the judges are ready for all the things that the contestants have to offer, because it's going to be very interesting.
Contestants, you have 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. Thank you.
This is intense. But I'm getting there. This looks so good. Like this is cauliflower rice. This looks so good.
Contestants, you have 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Your iron-rich ingredients, cooking from your heart, items from ShopRite. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand back. Stand back.
Do I feel I've done enough to make it to the next round?
I did my best.
I think I tried. I put in a decent effort, but I didn't give it my best.
I won't say I've done enough to make it the next round.
It's kind of hard to say, you know. I did my best. I think my dessert was like the most unique, out-of-the-box idea. So I think my dessert should get me to the next round, if nothing else does.
In KTQ kitchen, because everything still goes down to the judge's decision.
And with the judges, you never know what they're thinking. You never know what to expect.
I've been looking at you from across the way, and I think about you almost every day. Now I think that I must have a crush on you. I hope that you feel it too. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be paradise is waiting for us, so take my hand. You and me in la la land.
It's the natural ingredients and rich flavor of Knorr that brings people together.
Shola, come and help me. You need to learn.
But I'm more interested in drawing.
How are you going to be part of the business if you don't learn?
You just don't understand.
Morning. Anyone for some Lipton?
The rich taste of Lipton
awakens body and mind.
Let me have a look at your drawings. Son, these designs are amazing!
Lipton Yellow Label Tea. Awaken to what really matters.
The tastiest blue band with vitamins A, D, E, B6, B12, folic acid, and niacin. So important for kids' growth and development.
You can tell they're from a Blue Band home.
Spread every slice and give your kids the vitamins they need.
Oh, see how oily I am. It'll take forever to clean this.
Take it easy, Pan. Your days of endless scrubbing are over. Madame just bought Sunlight dishwashing liquid.
What do you know about a Pan's life?
This advanced formulation has real lemon juice that'll cut through all those stains fast in just one wipe.
Wow, that was fast.
See how easy it is to remove oil in one wipe?
Sunlight dishwashing liquid removes oil stains in just one wipe.
If we call your name, please come forward. Sashi. So tell us what you have done for us here, please.
Yes, sir. I bought cucumbers, but since I found out that they were low in iron, I decided to bake my potatoes, since baked potatoes are rich in iron. I infused the water that I use to blanch my cucumbers. I infused the lemongrass and the Lipton tea.
Okay.
And I poured the pomegranate on it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what's this here?
I bought cooked spaghetti from ShopRite to turn around, and I bought some raw macaroni. So it has the steak inside, it has the leek onions inside, yeah, and chicken. I cooked up the macaroni with the Lipton as well.
It's all nicely flavored, but a little bit too much salt for me in your steak. I don't know what Chef Regner thinks.
Steak is a little, just starting to be salty, but me, I don't mind salt. But frankly, don't get the starter. Okay.
All right, thank you.
I start. My main. Okay. So your starter is what, please?
Okay, sure. I made for you a jollof rice and chicken croquette with a grilled steak and a white wine gravy.
White wine?
Gravy.
What's in your pasta?
Okay, for my pasta, I used, I made a sauce from the compulsory ingredients. I used the pomegranate, I used...
in the pasta?
The leek, yes, chef.
Wow.
I used the leeks, I used bell peppers, I used red wine, cream. I garnished with some cherry tomatoes, mushrooms.
The problem is you have too much going on. Yes, we said battle of flavor, but this is really a battle of flavors.
Wow.
It's too much going on.
It's way too much. It's too much. I can even taste cinnamon, I'm sure, it's somewhere.
No cinnamon.
It tastes like... No. Daragbo, I cannot even believe that from where you're coming from last week, this is what you cook. It's way too much. It's...
Too much going on.
Way too much.
Thank you. Only one plate?
Yes, sir. One messy plate.
One is better than none. Well done. So Daphne, tell us what you've made.
I tried to make a canapé using a potato.
Okay, you did succeed.
A potato and then a chicken. For my chicken, for the potato, I got it cooked from ShopRite, but then I just sauteed. Then I tried to make chicken a little bit spicy to go with the potatoes, and then the sauce. For the sauce, I used the pomegranate juice and Lipton and the lemongrass.
The sauce is very delicious.
To make it, thank you.
I said the sauce is very delicious.
Thank you.
You don't believe me. I really like it.
Chicken is very spicy though. Very salty though.
Not salty for me.
Very much so for me. What do you have here?
It's supposed to be
your share plate?
It's pasta and then steak and vegetables and creamy sauce with them.
People who like bell pepper on this show, Sha. But you know a lot of people don't know why you use this when to eat pasta.
All right, Daphne. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, to walk us through your main dish.
Okay, the main dish. I made a Knorr chicken Alfredo with steak and...
Have you made an Alfredo pasta before? It's not evident because there's ketchup in your food.
There's no ketchup there, so I didn't put ketchup.
What was that very tomatoey? This is not an Alfredo. This is more like a Knorr jollof spaghetti.
Where's your fried rice from?
My fried rice from ShopRite, sir. Their fried rice was so good.
Just warmed it. I
didn't want to touch it. They make very good fried rice, sir.
And what's your dessert?
Is it tea chiffon cake?
So what?
Tea chiffon cake. Infuse some lemon tea inside and some Lipton tea. Then with whipped cream and pomegranate glaze.
I think it actually tastes pretty good.
It's actually delicious. I want the whole bowl.
It's very, honestly, cake is very, 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 very good.
Thank you, sir.
It's just that your main does not show that it's the same person that made the main and the dessert. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
You have to always carry them in a way that you can drop them.
Okay. This is your first course.
What's your starter?
It's a chicken and leek soup with croutons and potato crisps.
Oh my God.
Hot.
And what's in your sauce?
There's pomegranate in the Lipton tea infused sauce.
Thank you.
Please, what's in the sauce?
Tastes good, but you haven't executed your ingredients properly.
And it's a little safe for me.
Yeah.
I think it's a little too safe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey. Agbazwai, right?
What have you done here?
I made a meatball stuffed with iron-rich green ingredients, my kale, my spinach, and a little bit of scallion, that's spring onions. Then I have a double egg, my own version of it. I mashed potato, a little bit of lemon, and salt a bit.
Now this is another not great battle of flavors, sorry.
So what do you have here?
I have the baked potato, which I dress with a little bit of egg, and then olive oil. Then my steak, I try to achieve a medium rare steak. Then my salad, which I dress with a little bit of vinaigrette.
Now, what was your cooked ingredient from ShopRite?
That's the egg.
Oh, okay, egg.
It's like a steak salad. Valentine, not you.
But then everything else is a mess. The potato is not cooked, has no taste. The steak is like boiled steak. Thank you.
Sauce for my desserts. I'm about to put. The dessert is a croquette. It's a stuffed cheese stuffed plantain. It was come with a creamy pomegranate sauce infused with Lipton and lemongrass.
Plantain is not done. Plantain isn't done. So this is your jambalaya now?
Yeah, this
shrimp.
Yeah. What's on top of your steak?
Leek and spinach. He's serving his own juice, but the juice kind of dried up.
I think your jambalaya is more like concoction rice. What's your jambalaya, which is not a bad thing. You put crayfish in your rice, right?
Yeah.
That just takes it over to concoction.
Very well seasoned, and it's actually cooked a little bit too well done for me, but it's still cooked to perfection.
So
It's
nice.
very good, very, very, very good. Your dessert is a disaster, and your rice is just fighting with too many different tastes.
The
and
crayfish
flavors.
is too strong.
Thank you.
Ready for blood. All right. Folashade, how are you? So what did you make for us today?
Okay, I wanted to make something very healthy, so I decided to make cauliflower rice.
So how did you
actually,
make
like
the cauliflower rice?
I grated the cauliflower flowerlets, and then I turned it into like a stir fry with the sausages and spinach.
Your sauce is okay, but it lacks balance. The black pepper hits you, and then there's really no depth to it at the end of it.
I realized it was kind of too much that I put in, yes.
So I think at that point you should have added more cream
Exactly,
or
something else to, yeah.
That was, the countdown was already going on.
What's your dessert?
Don't worry.
Sorry, I wanted to make rice pudding, but I decided to go more traditional.
Did you bake this?
No.
Okay.
I cooked it, but it's already congealed. It's supposed to be a warm pudding.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. So how did you make?
Okay, what I did was I put water, sugar, spices, cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon. I added the Lipton tea, and then I finished off. I cooked it down, then blended it, put it back on the stove. Then I added my pomegranate juice because I wanted the flavors to come out, and that's it.
Good one for, going overboard.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hello.
Hello, judges.
Hi, Arit.
So now across the board, I mean, they had, well, carte blanche, so to speak. What were your impressions? How did the contestants fare?
It's funny. Less is more, and they didn't quite get that. And I think that they have done better when we have given them specific ingredients to use, as opposed to giving them the whole of ShopRite to get lost in like a kid in a candy store.
Okay, all right. But it's looking, so far, impressions? Are they elevating? Are they innovating? Are you seeing growth? No, still no.
No, as a group, there was growth. Now as the individuals, they're back to...
That's what I was going to say, that it's just a little confusing as people who triumphed last week.
Yeah.
Just, got
to now see
defeated.
the individual.
It was quite shocking.
But all right, we have some scoring to do.
I'm going to leave you in a second. I just need to remind the viewers that you have an opportunity to select your dish of the day. The judges have given their opinions, you've watched the process, and now you can look at the pictures of the food and decide this is the one that looks best to me. When you do that, remember to send KTQ and the name of your chosen contestant to 34461. For example, KTQ Ada to 34461. This service is open to 9 mobile and MTN subscribers only. So you have to hurry up and you have to choose the contestants whose meal looks the best for you, and you can help them win a really great prize. So hurry up and do that, and I'll get out of your way. Thank you, judges.
Contestants, what a wonderful day we had in ShopRite. Wonderful time playing with iron-rich ingredients, Knorr, and the whole experience running through ShopRite. Unfortunately, it seems as though the abundance of fresh ingredients in ShopRite had some of you a little bit confused. If I call your name, you may please step forward. Valentine. Francis. Daphne Bolagbo. The rest of you may close the gap.
Dr. Roberts and Chef Rex. At this point, I don't know what to say. I think it's wrong to say please.
Please, don't evict me. Give me another chance.
Bolagbo, I think it was most evident in you. Too many ingredients in your hand, and you were completely confused as to what you were doing. Although your rice balls ended up being very good. You're safe. You may go to your station.
Francis, your dessert wasn't even great at all. So I don't know. I was very confused by you today because you came from the group that did very well last week. But you're safe. Daphne, you're safe too.
Valentine, I'm sure that you know that double egg does not exist in anybody's dictionary. It's a deviled egg. And then what you gave us as your deviled egg was actually disgusting. The filling of that egg tasted like something probably from planet Mars. And then you gave us raw potatoes, called them baked potatoes. And I can't even remember. I mean, everything else on your plate was so unmemorable.
I did my best, but I'm sure that my best wasn't good enough. So I'm pleading that the little I was able to do still keep me in the game, because I still have a lot to prove to you people.
I've been looking at you from across the way, and I think about you almost every day. Now I think that I must have a crush on you. I hope that you feel it too. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be paradise is waiting for, so take my hand. You and me in la la land.
It's the natural ingredients and rich flavor of Knorr that brings people together.
So, how was it? They loved it, Mom. Like, loved it. Chevrolet, find new roads.
This is a supermarket, but different because it's a ShopRite, which means it's also a butchery with world-class meat cuts, a bakery with your freshly baked favorites, and it has a fruit and veg section with the freshest local produce. But the real difference between a regular supermarket and Africa's biggest supermarket is what we do behind the scenes, like using our massive bulk buying power to negotiate bigger discounts from grocery suppliers and partnering with the best local farmers, all to give you everything you need at the lowest prices under one roof. ShopRite, lower prices you can trust, always.
Hello. Thank you, Daddy. Coming. It's like, oh my God.
That's name.
Wow. Thanks, Dad.
Easy to find and access your favorites without opening the door.
Hi.
Knock twice. See inside. LG InstaView Door and Door.
What a shame. You're safe.
Eh? Does it? Stare it? Crumble? No. Does it? Make me stare it?
Now it leaves us to the rest of you. Let's all step forward.
Dr. Roberts, Chef Regs, I am really sorry for putting too much salt in my food. It won't happen again if I'm given the opportunity.
Always playing safe, always trying to hide under the cloak of what you can actually do. Remember, it's 5 million naira, it's a brand new car, ShopRite vouchers, equipment from LG, you're safe.
Stare it, crumble, no, toss it.
Falashide and Busuyi, I think what happened to you, Busuyi, you took fried rice from ShopRite
and warmed it for us.
The pasta was so good. It was really, really, really good, but you just gave us warmed fried rice. That's where you fell short. But I want to give you guys an inkling of how well you all did. Dasola, you had 56.37 points that put you in third place. And then we got to Busuyi, a big jump to 66.25.
Wow. Wow. Thank you.
And Falashade, 66.375. You won today's challenge. All that money from ShopRite, LG, and everything else for your chosen charity. Very, very well done. You may both go to your stations.
Thank you, sir.
Shashi, you remember, you were on probation the week before, you were on probation last week. Last week you were saved because you stood up and said, you know something, I am the team leader. I have taken responsibility for my team's failure. And for that reason, we let you go into another week. The question now is, are you in the bottom 3 this week? Unfortunately, Sashi, your journey still continues. You're safe.
Toss it, stare it, crumble.
I have so many thoughts about today's episode, but before we get into all of that, I need to share the home plate question of the day. Because you know this, that the home plate question is your opportunity to be a part of the competition. And today's question is as easy as they usually are. It simply is, what was the spanner ingredient in today's episode? I told you, really easy.
Good for you and me. Little girls can get some more.
Remember, the first 20 entries get a prize, and you really want to win.
Make we do the no green steps. Oh yeah, do the no green steps. Oh yeah, make we do the no steps.
Where do we start? This task was supposed to be so easy. The chance to choose their own ingredients, make a dish of their own choice. But this was one of those situations where too many opportunities, am I allowed to say spoiled the broth? I know I mixed those metaphors, but you guys will all deal because today was such a disappointment. After all the heights of last week, Dr. Roberts is so unhappy. Chef Regs might be writing a letter sometime soon. What's next week going to be like?
I was really excited that I won the challenge and had the opportunity to give something to my favorite charity.
Now you get the kind thing we go make you the strong. Little girls can get some more iron. And my ladies get some more iron. Make we do the no green steps. Oh yeah, do the no green steps. Oh yeah, make we do the no steps.
I hope with what I've given them so far, they would have meaning in their life.
Which is why you need to tune in, because you see, with the Knorr Taste Quest Battle of Flavors, you never know which way it's going to turn. You don't know if today's hero will be tomorrow's villain. All you can do is tune in. That's today's show. Thank you for watching.